All of the methods we've seen so far to extract metals cannot be used to extract metals high up in the activity series. Do you remember we'd used carbon as a reducing agent? But carbon cannot reduce the oxides of sodium or magnesium. Why does that happen? It's because these metals have more affinity for oxygen and not carbon. Then how are these metals obtained? We use the process of electrolytic reduction. I've used the word reduction here. What exactly will be reduced? The metals are obtained by electrolytic reduction of their molten oxides or chlorides. Say we want to obtain the metal sodium from sodium chloride. Let's consider a very general setup of electrolysis. We have a couple of electrodes, a power supply, a container, and a plug key or a switch. Now, if we put solid sodium chloride in the container and close the switch, will it undergo electrolysis? No, it won't. And that's because solid sodium chloride will not conduct electricity. In order to make it conduct electricity, we need to convert it into liquid by heating it up. What happens when we convert it to liquid? Yes, it will free the ions up. So solid sodium chloride is an insulator while liquid sodium chloride is a conductor. As the ions are free, the liquid sodium chloride has freely moved charged particles. Once the switch is closed, the electrons will move in this direction towards the negative electrode. The negative electrode is the cathode while the positive one is the anode. Now notice how the ions move towards the opposite charged electrodes. The positive sodium ions move towards the cathode and the negative chloride ions move towards the anode. What exactly happens at the cathode? The sodium ions pull the electrons off the cathode and turns into liquid sodium, which settles at the bottom of the container. What we see here is reduction. It's nothing but gain of electrons. Now you know why it's called electrolytic reduction. We get the metal after reduction. And at the anode, the reaction looks something like this. This is oxidation. So this is how the electrons are pushed around the circuit. The sodium ions pull them off at the cathode and the chloride ions put them on at the anode. In a similar way, aluminium is obtained by the electrolytic reduction of aluminium oxide.